Section 1.4 Sampling Methods. A stratified sample is obtained by separating the population into non-overlapping groups called strata and obtaining a simple random sample from each stratum. The individuals within each stratum should be homogeneous or similar in some way. Example: if your population was students attending a local high school, your strata could be seniors, juniors, sophomores, and freshmen. You would then select n random individuals from each stratum to make your stratified sample of 4 times n individuals. A systematic sample is obtained by selecting every kth individual from the population. The first individual selected corresponds to a random number from 1 to k. Steps in a systematic sampling. First, if possible, approximate the population size if you don't know it. Second, determine the sample size desired. How many do you want in your sample? Third, compute the population size divided by sample size and round down to the nearest integer. The key here is round down. This will be your value of k. Randomly select a number between 1 and k. Call this number p. This will be your starting point. So your sample will consist of the following individuals: p, p plus k, p plus 2k, p plus 3k, all the way down to p plus n minus 1 times k. Now an example: generate a systematic sample of 30 individuals from the senior class of 325 students at a local high school. So in this case, our sample size should be 30. Our population size is 325. So first, create a frame consisting of all seniors with a number associated with each individual. So we list all the seniors, all 325 of them, give them a number, 1 to 325. Since n is 30, capital N is 325, 325 divided by 30 equals 10.83333, and round it down to 10. Hence, k is 10. Now third, randomly select a number between 1 and 10 for your starting point. Say we found 6 as our random number. Fourth, sample consists of individuals associated with the following numbers. 6, because that's where we start. Then 6 plus 10 is 16. Plus 10 is 26. Plus 10 is 36, all the way down to 296. And if you notice, recall the last individual is p plus n minus 1 times k. So this would be 6 plus 30 minus 1 times 10. So that's going to be 29 times 10 is 290 plus 6, 296. So we can always find the largest individual in our sample. A cluster sample is obtained by selecting all individuals within a randomly selected collection or group of individuals. Example: suppose a professor wanted to learn characteristics of students enrolled in online statistics at community colleges in the state of Maryland. Rather than obtaining a simple random sample from all students enrolled, he or she could treat each online class as a cluster and then obtain a simple random sample of the clusters. She would then survey all students in the selected clusters. This would reduce the number of classes that get surveyed. Example, continued. If 720 students are enrolled in 35 classes throughout the state, then you could let each class be a cluster and randomly select 4 classes to make up your simple random sample. All students in the 4 classes would then be the individuals in your simple random sample. This would drastically reduce the number of individuals in your simple random sample. A convenience sample is a sample in which the individuals are easily obtained and not based on randomness. In most convenience samples, the individuals are self-selected. That means the individuals themselves decide to participate in the survey. A convenience sample may be referred to as a voluntary response sample also. Convenience samples yield unreliable results because the individuals who participate in the survey are not chosen using a random sample. An example, a survey could be included in a magazine and ask for responses. What is the problem with this type of survey? Only possible participants are those that read the magazine and chose to participate. Participants are usually only those that have a strong opinion about what is being surveyed. So, in practice, most large-scale surveys obtain samples using a combination of sampling methods and is referred to as multi-stage sampling. An example, if you want to survey students attending high school in the state of Maryland, you could use the following strategy to find the simple random sample. First, you could cluster by school systems and randomly select X school systems. You could create strata, senior, junior, sophomore, freshman, within the X school systems chosen, and randomly select a strata in each school system. Within each strata selected in step 2, you could use systematic sampling to find n individuals from each strata. This would create a simple random sample of nx individuals. This ends section 1.4.